Hi guys, and welcome to today's weigh-in video. Now before I start, I just want to let you guys know that if you are interested in getting a top, they are still available. However, over Christmas and New Year there might be a delay with delivery, and also I don't have any plans on ordering any more tops in, so it is literally what there is now is all there is. So if you want one, make sure you get one. Now over to Diego. I'm going to start with him. He's had an interesting month, and I say month, but I was looking back at when I last weighed them all, and it was only 3 weeks ago, so yeah. So basically, he's definitely brumating, so out of this whole month so far, he's only eaten 6 things, and all 6 of those things were waxworms on 2 separate occasions. He had 3 earlier in the month, 3 not too long ago. Besides that, he's not eaten anything else. And he's spending a lot of time in the cold hide. He's actually in a cold hide just now, and he is actually really cold. Now, I don't actually think he's lost much weight. We'll see in a minute, but before we do that, I'm going to actually measure them, because I've been prompting someone for ages now, I think the username is Oh My Captain, that I would measure my geckos. And I keep forgetting, but this time round I've remembered. So this is going to be difficult, and I'll probably measure most of them off camera, but I'll just do this one for now. Okay, so from nose to tail, even though there is a bit of a curvature, he is 24 centimetres, which is just over 9 inches. And he has gone off again, but now to weigh him. So last month he was 101 grams, the month before he was as well. I think he's probably the same despite not really eating much. Get your tail in. Oh, he's 100. So if you think about it, 2 months worth of not really eating anything, and he's lost 1 gram. And that's why I think reptiles are just incredible at surviving. Next up we have Isla. So she is still carrying her eggs. I have tried all the tips you guys gave me in the update video of her. None of them have worked, but I kind of expected that because I have literally tried everything. I put a nesting box in there, she hasn't been in it. Someone said about adding banana in for potassium, and I actually really tried it. I got some mushed up banana and I mixed it with calcium, and she would not eat it. And a lot of people, I think, when they think about getting a crested gecko, they're like, oh, this is cool, I can just give them fruit. And in my experience, they don't really react much to actual fresh fruit at all. So I've like left bananas in, not the whole banana, but a little bit of mushed up banana in their tanks, and they've not even touched it. But I don't know, I'm not actually too worried about her. I had her out the other day, I think it's the 15th, and I was pretty sure she was going to lay them. And I pressed on the side of her, only lightly, you only have to press lightly. And it went completely in where her egg usually is. And so I actually thought she was going to lay them soon, because I felt like the egg had like maybe moved, but it feels a bit more firm today, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I have an idea what her weight will be. It's been 35, 34, 33, 34. I weighed her, I think yesterday, and she was 34, so let's just double check. Okay, get in the middle. Okay guys, so somehow, in the space of a day, she's somehow gained 3 grams. She's 37 grams. Okay, when I normally weigh her, let's get this to the start again. If I'm quickly doing it, I'll weigh her on here, so let's see. No, that even says 36. Well, I always weigh her in the dish, so I will go with the 37, but that, what? She hasn't even eaten since the other day, like yesterday when I weighed her. That's really strange. So 37 grams for Isla. That's actually incredible. I've been trying to get her to gain weight for ages. I mean, I've been feeding her and her appetite's been fantastic, but I didn't expect that. And I forgot to say, Isla's actually about 18 or 19 centimetres. I just measured Gizmo here, and it's kind of hard to tell because their bodies and their tails are like curved, just the way they would walk. But she seems to be maybe 22, 23 centimetres, which isn't far off Diego, but Diego seems massive compared to the girls. But anyway, so we have Gizmo here. Once again, it's been very similar to Diego. She hasn't really eaten Although the other day she did have a few crickets, but she definitely prefers to eat the waxworms rather than anything else at this time. But as you can see, she has a lovely chunky tail. Now, before we weigh her, something came up about her on Instagram. I think yesterday I posted it. And I sort of forgot that people don't know this about her, because I think I only mentioned it in a few of my very early videos. But Gizmo actually has an extra toe, and she's had one ever since she hatched. It's just a nice little addition that she has. I think it's better to have one extra toe than one less when it comes to leopard geckos. And although this toe has absolutely no function, I've noticed something actually in the last short while actually. For a very long time, that toe was upside down. No clue why, but it was upside down and the nail would point upwards, right? And then recently, only like up until the other day, I looked at it and noticed it's finally facing the right way. I don't know why, but yeah, I mentioned it on Instagram the other day, and someone was concerned. They said maybe, I think it needs to be surgically removed, but if you do find that your gecko has this, unless it's really causing an issue with your gecko's walking or health or whatever, if it's really getting in the way, I don't really think it's a problem. Like, it's never caused her any problem at all, so that's nothing to worry about. It's just a pretty cool addition. So, to weigh Gizmo, she was 67 grams last month. She hasn't eaten too much, but she has she's been pretty inactive, but she's still alert. But we shall see how much she weighs. I have no clue what she'll be. Maybe 65? Let's see. Oh no, 67. That's pretty good. Can't complain with that. Now for Lyra. Lyra, not much has happened with Lyra this month. Last month she was 44 grams. Nothing has really changed that makes me think she would have lost any weight. She eats so much. Let's see. No, you have to go in the middle. 46 grams. Well done, Lyra. You can come off now. Oh, before I forget, side note, she is about 18-19 centimetres. Pretty much the same length as Isla, but because she has a crown and she's so broad, she looks so much bigger. Next we have Ziggy. And when I say this girl's been eating, I mean she's been eating, and she's been getting extra portions as well. She's such a gentle hunter as well. If someone said, can I hand feed one of your geckos, I'd say Ziggy, because she's not gonna accidentally bite you. She's just so gentle. So last month she was 77 grams and she measures about 23 centimetres. So all my geckos are pretty much like the same length. But now she weighs, get in the middle, 80 grams. Wow, this is the heaviest she's ever been. But she's been a woman on a mission. She has been eating everything in sight. She's not brumating for anyone. She's getting as much food as she possibly can. And the funny thing is, even me looking at her now, she looks kind of small. She looks like a petite gecko. Like, she doesn't look like a big bulky one, but she's actually so heavy. And finally we have Minnie. Now before we measure her or anything, I'm just going to let you know a few things. Firstly, this may be my last video before Christmas because I just want to take some time off to enjoy Christmas and not have myself worrying about, oh, what am I going to film next? I've got to edit it, I've got to upload it. I mean, you watch these videos and they might be a few minutes long or something, but actually the effort that goes into making them is a lot, and it takes a lot of your time, and I just want to enjoy Christmas basically. Another thing is we're currently looking after a rabbit over the Christmas holiday. Her name is Molly, and I like to call her Miss Molly Malone. Some of you might get the reference, but yeah, we're just looking after her over Christmas, so that's pretty fun. And I think that's it. Is that it, Minnie? She doesn't care. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. So if you don't see any videos from me up until Christmas, that might be why. But for now, we have Minnie, and I measured her and she is 21 to 22 centimetres long. She was 63 grams last month. Maybe she might be 65 at a push. Get in the middle, get in the middle. Okay, she's 64. She's still going up, so that's totally fine with me. So all in all, I think all the geckos besides Diego have gained weight, and I'm pretty happy. That's a good way to end the year, and we will continue this in the new year. So if I don't speak to you before then, have a great Christmas. If you're celebrating Hanukkah right now, happy Hanukkah, and some people celebrate Kwanzaa, so Happy Kwanzaa! So anyway, I think actually that isn't that like after Christmas, that's like near January or something, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and thank you all who have subscribed so far this year, because it has been incredible and very shocking for me, so thank you so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because this is getting very long, but thanks for watching and goodbye.